Hi guys, I'm going to do math 10, 11 with you today, and this is something new that we haven't done before. So this is using parentheses in our math. Lots of times we see that in maybe reading lessons, but not so much with math. But this is something that is going to keep growing and growing as you get older and keep doing math. So using parentheses in math is really not that tricky. It just looks kind of tricky at the beginning. So I'm going to write down a problem. I'm going to say 8 minus 5 plus 3 equals. Okay? Now, if this is your problem, you might not know what to do first because there's 3 numbers in the math problem, and one is subtracting and one is adding. So it's not like you can just add all of them together. So let's say that somebody does 8 minus 5 first. That would be 3. And then they add 3. So they tell me the answer is 6. Easy, right? But let's see if somebody did it different. So let's say if somebody did 5 plus 3 first, that would be 8. And if I bring down my 8 and my subtract sign, that equals 0. So some people might have gotten 6 and some people might have gotten 0. So which one's the right answer? The right answer is they have to give you parentheses so you know which one to do first. So anytime you see parentheses in a math problem, you have to do that before anything else in the math problem, okay? So let's do some examples. So I'm going to say 12 minus 6 minus 3, but I'm going to put my parentheses this time. All right, so since this is my problem and 12 minus 6 is in parentheses, I have to do that first. So 12 minus 6 is, right, 6. And then I'm still going to bring down my minus sign because I haven't used that yet. And I'm still going to bring down my 3 because I haven't used that yet. And 6 minus 3 is 3. Good job. All right, let's do another one. So this time I'm going to do 9 plus 8 minus 5. Got to put my parentheses in. All right, so even though this is the second part of my equation, it's in parentheses, so I have to do it first. So 8 minus 5 is 3. So I'm going to bring my 3 down. I haven't used my 9 or my plus sign yet, so I'm going to bring those down also. 9 plus 3 equals, and I should get 12. Okay, my answer would not have been 12 if I did a different math problem first. So I have to make sure I do my parentheses first. If you do your parentheses first, everything else should work out pretty well. Let me do another one. I want to show you this one. So let's do 12 minus 7 minus 3. So they're all subtracting in this one. But I'm going to put my parentheses here, okay? So 7 minus 3 would be 4. So I'm going to bring my 4 down. Now, some people try to read it backwards and say 4 minus 12. Well, I can't do that, or that's a negative number. I still want to go left to right like I always do. So I'm still going to bring down my 12 and my minus sign because I didn't use those yet. And then 12 minus 4 would be 8. Okay? So parentheses always goes first, but then you're still going to go left to right. Okay? Now, right now these are pretty easy. But in 3rd grade, 4th grade, even higher up, they're going to get a lot harder because you'll have multiplication, division. There'll be maybe 2 sets of parentheses. So if you get really good at it this way, it won't be so hard when you get into the older grades. Okay? So today, you're going to do page 260 in your math journal. Now, some of them are, the first part just gives you examples. The second part, you're going to solve. So make sure, do your parentheses first, and then the other part second. Some of them, like number 4 and 6, put the answer on the left side. Remember, if it messes you up, just put it on the right side. It's the same thing. They just write it differently to mess with your head, so don't worry about that. The bottom part, you are going to have to be detectives to figure out where the parentheses should go. So I'm going to do number 7 with you. So it says 12 minus 4 plus 6 equals 14. So I know my answer has to be 14. I just have to figure out where my parentheses go. So I'm going to try 4 plus 6 first. So I'm going to put my parentheses in. I'm doing this first. So 4 plus 6 is 10. And then I'm going to bring down my 12 and my minus sign. Oh, 12 minus 10 is only 2. Now, some of you might say, oh, I know it's the other one. I want you to double check though, because there's a chance that I could have just done my math wrong, and then you'll have to find out which one you did correct. So I'm going to try the other way. Erase my parentheses. So this time I'm going to put it around the 12 minus 4. All right, so 12 minus 4 is 8. Then I didn't use my plus sign or my 6, so I'm going to bring that down. And 8 plus 6 is 14. So I figured out where my parentheses should go. So that's what you're going to be doing on the bottom part of that page. So be good detectives and figure out where those parentheses are going to go. Okay? That is all you're working on today. We'll do math boxes the next day then. Okay? So have fun. I kind of like parentheses, especially when you have to figure out where you think they go. You have to do a little bit of math and discovering where they should go. So have fun and enjoy, and make sure you do parentheses first.